Over the basics of focus mode to reduce spam calls, reducing spam calls on both iPhone and Android, the dangers of spam calls, and then some final thoughts and tips. And then at the end, we'll do a video demo. So introduction, spam calls are a constant growing inconvenience which lead to distractions and potential scams. Both Android and iPhone offer built-in tools that can help combat these kinds of interruptions. That would be known as focus mode, which is a very powerful feature that is often used to reduce unwanted calls. So the basics of focus mode. Focus mode is a feature that limits distractions by silencing notifications and calls. It allows for customization to permit calls from specific contacts or specific apps you may want to let give you notifications. So this feature can be used on both Android and iPhone. They do look a little bit different on each device. So why use focus mode for spam calls? Usual call blocking, like let's say you use like a third-party blocking like application or system, may not really catch all spam calls. So focus mode uses a different approach by allowing only trusted contacts. So using focus mode for this use reduces interruptions and exposure to scams. So reducing spam calls on iPhone and Android. To access focus mode, this is mainly for iPhone right now. So you'd go to settings and find where it says focus. So I think it looks a little bit blurry, but like in the settings, if you search like focus, it should pop up there, and it like has an icon of a little crescent moon. And then when you tap on the plus, once you get into focus mode, you can create a new focus or select one that you already have. So sometimes when you get an iPhone, it comes with some like options like work, do not disturb is one of the main ones that people use. And like you can always customize them. Like let's say that you're gonna go to bed and you want it to just be overnight where you get like no disturbances or anything like that. So yeah, that's where we go for that. So setting up focus mode on iPhone, allowing particular contacts. So once you get into focus mode, you'll get this option in where it says like before you would click where it says people. So here you would choose allow notifications from and select trusted contacts. So doing this will ensure that only selected individuals can call during focus mode. And when you do it this way, it's like numbers that aren't registered on your contacts, or like for this one, numbers that you didn't specifically select. It would be like they can get through if they were to call twice. So if they call first, it will send them straight to voicemail. If they call a second time, they will be able to get through to you. So setting up focus mode on Android. Focus mode mainly targets apps. Combine it with do not disturb for call management. So to get focus mode on Android, you got to go to settings and then sound and vibration, and then you can get to do not disturb. Set exceptions to allow calls from only specific contacts in the same way that it was for like iPhone. And on the right, you can see that you can also set the schedule. Like, let's say you go to work from 1 to 5, you can set that from like 1 to 5. So silencing unknown callers on Android. To block unknown callers, you would need to open the phone app and then tap on like a 3-dot menu, then settings, and then block numbers. So as shown on the right, you can enable block calls from unidentified callers. And then you won't receive calls from like block numbers. So activating focus mode on Android. To turn on focus mode, you must return to digital well-being and parental controls, which is found in your settings. You would tap on focus mode and select turn on now. Then the apps you select, like in that setting, will be paused, which will further reduce any distractions. So focus mode to reduce spam calls. So it's important that you utilize the built-in features for both iPhone and Android. When on iPhone, make sure to combine focus mode with silent unknown callers so that you kind of just get like double protection, because they each have their own specific features. So when you combine them both, it's more than likely to block any like unwanted calls that could be potential scams. When on Android, make sure to use focus mode alongside do not disturb, which in the same way that it would be for iPhone. So on iOS, ensure that you regularly update to benefit from the latest spam protection features. And then on Android, enable caller ID as well as spam protection in the settings of your phone. So some of the dangers of spam calls. There are potential risks that come from spam calls. Phishing scams attempts leads to personal data breaches, and financial scams result in monetary loss most times. Malware installation through deceptive links. So just make sure, like, if you're ever like sent any links or directed to a specific website, it's better not to. And then also emotional distress from persistent harassment, because that's difficult to deal with, especially when you're like getting calls every so often. It just gets annoying. It comes to a point. So final thoughts and tips. Ensure that you are always vigilant. Check and update your focus mode settings fairly regularly. Educate yourself on common spam call tactics. And then report spam numbers to your carrier or relevant authorities. Encourage friends and family to also utilize focus mode on their cellular devices for their protection as well. So that concludes the presentation. Thank you for listening. If you'd like to learn this lesson with a Cyber Seniors mentor, please go to www.cyberseniors.org or call 1-844-217-3057 to register for a one-on-one phone session. We also host weekly tech drop-in sessions from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursdays.